Welcome back to Gallagher-Iba Arena as the Oklahoma State Cowboys lead the Kansas State Wildcats 27-21, just under 8 minutes in the first half. And the Oklahoma State Cowboys this year, early in the season, there's two key factors that you saw early with Coach Ford's squad. One of them was rebounding, as the Cowboys were getting dominated on the glass, and the second was defense, as the Cowboys were just allowing too many points per game. Well, if you look at the past 5 games, in this 5-game winning streak the Cowboys have went on, they have a 7.8 rebounding margin against their opponents, just allowed 67.4 points per game, just allowing 40% field goal percentage, and they've made more free throws than opponents have attempted. They've made 107 free throws when the opponents have only attempted 101. So them are all stats that says Coach Ford's got the squad heading in the right direction.
Oh, and, you know, it's not necessarily how you start the season, but this team is definitely starting to peak at the right time to do some damage, and not only in the Big 12 Conference tournament, but as well as hopefully March Madness for these Oklahoma State fans.
This style of play for the Cowboy team, the NCAA committee that selects the NCAA tournament teams will see this. They got a chance to maybe be a Cinderella or cause some damage this year with their style of play. Terrell Harris shoots a 3 from the left wing, gets it deflected, and K-State comes up with a rebound. And now the ball is going to be thrown, tipped out by Marshall Moses as they try to get the ball inside.
Moses did a good job of reading that over-the-top pass right there. Came across from the far side of the basket to knock it out of bounds.
Kent to throw the ball in, gets it up top to Clemente on the right wing. Clemente dribbles over to the left. Great job by Marshall Moses to help out with the D there. Now ball inside to Kent. Kent double-teamed, and they're going to call a foul on Marshall Moses, and that's going to be his first foul of the game and just the Cowboys' 6th team foul.
Right there, after that break, the Cowboys kind of switched into a double team on the big men.
Cowboys lead by 6, 27-21, 7:20 left in the first half. Kent with the ball up top. Passes it inside to Anderson. Anderson now throws it back out to Clemente. Clemente now looking back inside to Anderson, playing a little pitch and catch here. Anderson post up, spins around. Ball is going to go out of bounds as Marshall Moses, great defense, tips it out of bounds. K-State will have the ball underneath.
It's an interesting matchup the Cowboys have down there. You've got Anderson for Kansas State, who's 6'8", and he's currently being guarded by Byron Eaton, who's 5'11".
Kent with the ball up top, pass inside to the little man, pulling, looking like a big man inside, shoots a turnaround jump shot, maybe a strategy that Coach Frank Martin for Kansas State will be employing now as he posts up his point, or one of his guards, and pulling, the only 6 foot, looking like a center there. Byron Eaton with the ball up top for the Cowboys, setting up the offense, dribbles over to the left wing. Signaling Keaton Page to come get the ball. Keaton Page has it up top. Pass over to Terrell Harris, right wing. Terrell Harris pierces the lane. Right-handed layup, good. Cowboys lead 29-23. Anderson with the ball up top for Kansas State. Now pass it over to Clemente. Clemente, a little pick and roll back to Anderson. Anderson can't handle it. Gets it back out to Clemente, though. Double teamed in the corner. Now back to Anderson. Anderson just inside the three-point line. Can't get it to go off the front iron. Cowboys come down the rebound. They're pushing the envelope here. Byron Eaton throws it up to James Anderson. James Anderson, little crossover move, right-handed floater, and it's good.
There's that tempo we mentioned. Oklahoma State is picking it up, and they're starting to pull a little bit away, 1 inch at a time. And the fans are definitely loving it right now.
Cowboys lead 31-23. Coach Frank Martin feels the momentum changing directions. And now he calls a 20-second timeout trying to counter this little Oklahoma State run before it gets too bad.
Oh, no doubt about it. Every tempo, timeouts, this is what a timeout's designed for, Oklahoma State was starting to get some momentum going their way. They were starting to do, possibly pull away. And, Kansas State wisely calls the timeout, and hopefully they can get things back into their terms, maybe, cut into this lead a little bit before the 6 minutes and remaining in the half are up.
Well, Oklahoma State, everybody considers this a must-win for Cowboys. Well, Kansas State, kind of a must-win for them, too. In fact, OSU has a better chance getting the tournament with that 31 RPI. They only had the 10th toughest schedule of the season, so that helped out with the RPI. Kansas State, not really that tough a schedule. Same record, overall in every area, even conference, but they still only 72 in the RPI. So they are at a must-win tonight. Coach Martin definitely seeing that, but the Cowboys have held them off well here so far. Clemente now with the ball up top for the Wildcats. Clemente at mid-court, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Passes it over to Pullen. Pullen pulls the trigger on a long three-pointer. No doubt that was a three, as he's 4 foot behind the line. Nails that one from the top of the key.
Between Pullen and Clemente, the two of them are shooting almost 40% from the field and a staggering 37% from behind the three-point line.
Eton now hits Anderson in the corner as the Cowboys lead 31-26. 5 minutes left in the first half. Anderson dribbles inside, back out to Terrell Harris. Terrell Harris to Byron Eton, shoots the NBA range three off the back rim. Can't get it to go as rebounds pulled down by Samuels. Samuels now back to Pullen. Pullen controls the trigger on another three-pointer with a hand in his face this time and brings the Wildcats within 2, 29-31. Cowboys got to find an answer for Pullen, who's come alive here since that timeout by Frank Martin. Turned out to be a good timeout there, Mark.
Absolutely. The lead is now down to 2.
Now the Cowboys pass over the corner. Keaton Page. Keaton Page can't get it to go this time, as he's already got 2 threes on the night. Kansas State comes down the rebound, looking to Tire take the lead here. And the Cowboys tip and almost get the steal. And the ball's on the floor. The ball is stolen. Byron Eton, who almost went up for the dunk, lays it in, though. Eton showing his jumps there. About went up for the dunk.
Great hustle by Eton right there. He's playing for himself. He's playing for the Cowboys. He's playing for the fans tonight.
Great answer there by Byron Eton, as his hustle is what turned that into 2 points and an answer to the Wildcats' offensive spurt by Pullen. Now Kansas State inside as Anderson shoots a little turnaround jump shot in the lane, gets it to go. Cowboys still up by 2, 33-31, 3:45 left in the first half. And now Keaton Page with the ball, right wing, and that's going to be a foul inside away from the ball as Terrell Harris was crossing the lane and Anderson put an elbow out, and that'll send Terrell Harris to the line, double bonus, as we're going to take the final media timeout of the half. Cowboys lead by 2, 33-31, 3:41 left in the first half. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on KXCY Sports. KXCY Sports. KXCY.